Hi, this is Dr. Brian Bird from Allied Physicians in Carbondale. I'm going to show you a wrist flexibility and wrist opening sequence to help with wrist issues, forearm issues, and it'll help actually all the way up into the shoulders. So I'll show you on the table here. You can do this on a floor. You get on your hands and knees. We start with our hands like so, and we're going to go back and forth. And because this table is a little bit cushiony, you may not be able to see it easily, but I'm kind of coming up off where I'm coming up off. So if my hand's like this, off the table a little bit. I like to do these as a workout, pre-warm-up workout, before working out, I should say. So if you're going back and forth, you open up the wrists. So I'll do that anywhere from about 15 to 25 times, depending on how my wrists do. And in treating patients, putting my hands on patients all the time, I really need to work that. If you do computer work, if you do anything with your hands, wrists, elbows, etc., that can be very helpful. If you can't get that far, for example, if your wrists are very sore and you can only get to like this and you can't get over the top like my wrists can, then you could start lower and do one hand and come up, and your angle's a little different instead of giving all the way over the top. So modify if you can't do it that way. Same thing, this one, you may not be able to do both hands palm forward. Wrist flexibility might be an issue. If you can, going like this, very helpful. Opening and closing, nice and slow and controlled movement. None of these should hurt. Everything should be comfortable or just on a little, like you feel in it, not painful. If you can't do that, you could go here, hand back a little bit like this instead of here, so your wrist not fully extended like that, and go a little less. So in essence, you're this angle, but the palm's still forward, and do one hand at a time. Another one you could do, which is fantastic, it all kind of comes from the shoulder starting down to the wrist. Palms flat, same thing. If you can't get your palm flat, maybe get a towel underneath, and you could start here and work it like this until you can get your palm flat, where your hand's like so. Your back of your hand flat, I should say. Either knuckle, fist down, or hand like this. And I'm torquing at the shoulder, elbows straight. And so what I'm doing is I'm stabilizing at the wrist, so I can, at the hand, so I isolate and I can move the wrist joints in and out all the way up, going like so, back and forth. And I feel that opening and closing all the way through. So those are some fantastic wrist stretches. Try those out, those wrist warm-ups. Great pre-workout, and especially if you have wrist problems when you're putting weight on your hands. It's a fantastic one. Carpal tunnel issues can be helped with that too. Thank you.